Shame.
Oh, hi, I didn't see you there. Welcome to Famicom Dojo Pile of Shame live, where this week we're going to play Star Wars. Specifically, the Namco published Star Wars Famicom game, which is infamous, I guess. I haven't played this game beyond the first level, so I don't know what to expect. Except for it's probably horrible. But is it also fun? I'm not so sure. We'll find out. But first, I need to make up for something because apparently my tease for the stream here was muted, so I'm going to try it again. It's a Star Wars, Michael. What could it cost? $10? It's two quotes together. Anyway, how y'all doing tonight? Thank you, everyone who voted in the polls. For those who didn't participate, or even if you did, we had a couple weeks ago, we had 4 polls going for 4 different systems. Famicom, NES, Super Nintendo, and GameCube. Could have done more, but that would have been a much longer process. So we're just going to start with those 4 consoles and then work our way through. In fact, I mean, now that we have good values for some of those, maybe we can work the other ones in and do a revote about the next one. Especially if this #1 vote here goes interestingly. I don't know why the Retron's freaking out. But anyway, so we voted for 4 different consoles worth of games, 4 games each, and those 4. See, this worked the first time. I'll just hold it here until we're done. Wave it around as a prop. And then of the winners of those 4 consoles, we pitted them head to head, and Star Wars came out first. So if you're like, wait, but Star Wars only got third in the Twitter poll or whatever, it's because there's also the Patreon poll and there's the YouTube one, so they all got smushed together. And Star Wars came out ahead, not too much far ahead of number 2, which was Donkey Kong Country, and then number 2 was Mario Sunshine, and then number 3 was Donkey Kong Country, and those are separated by 1 vote. So maybe we'll hit those next. Maybe we'll do those 4, and then we'll revote, and then see who's going to be lucky number 5. Okay, now it's loading. I just had to distract it by talking to you guys. How y'all doing tonight? It's a good time, I swear. All right, hello to Gary and Dial Up Chronicles and Reluctant Hero and Alexa. Is that everyone? Everyone so far. The mic is a bit quiet. I keep adjusting it, you guys. I get told I'm too loud compared to things too. So is that better? Thank you. Got some hairs removed, cut a few of them. Mostly these. I don't know. Whatever. It's been a while. Pandemic hair is gone. Although I was growing it out before the pandemic, it doesn't really matter. It's been a few years. So we're gonna try something new. Although since it's the 80s, this is more of an early 90s thing. I decided to keep a little rat tail at the request of my wife for a little bit. So here we are, styling and profiling. Hold on. Sure got away with. So dumb. All right, I'll leave it here so that you can see it and bask in the glory. I wanted to use an orange rubber band, but I guess this matches the ensemble. So that's how long it was before it got cut. All right, better is good. Then we'll see how it goes compared to the game. Because I could turn this way up yet, like a lot more. That feels like too much. So we'll go down here. Oh, wow, that's no good. We'll do this instead. To the retro station. To the retro station.
Shame.
Good Lord, retro station. That's pretty good, huh? I appreciate that already. I just realized this is the, 45th anniversary? Yeah, so the fact that it's even called episode 4 here means that it came out, well, when did George Lucas start numbering these? Was it when Empire came out that was episode 5? I don't remember how that even came about. But originally, episode 4 wasn't episode 4. So far, this is pretty darn good. This is a very faithful rendering. This would make any kid super exciting. And this game has a lot to live up to because we played another amazing adaptation of a movie from the 80s, Ghostbusters, earlier. Am I playing yet? Oh no. Oh my god. Oh my god, this looks great. Novice mission or pro mission? Let's do novice because I don't know what to expect at all. Wow! Oh yeah, and it's in Japanese. Luke, tasukete kudasai. Oh, she called Luke? That's weird. The Jawas are stealing R2-D2. Anyway, she was asking Luke to save her. pretty specifically. Why is Luke's hair black? It must be the palette, right? Like, there's only so many colors. I'm not really sure. This is very detailed, though. I don't remember anything about this game, apparently. All right, I picked up an audio icon. How high can I jump? Okay. This is great. I don't remember anything about this game, apparently. Oh, one hit kills! Lord. So he has the lightsaber already. I don't know where the heck Kenobi is. Also important to note that there's going to be the Obi-Wan Disney Plus show coming out soon. So this is very topical. I guess I could have waited, but, you know, why? We'll see how it ties in. I'm sure that producers were very concerned about the canonical impact on this game. Although you never know. Who's watching Picard lately? So, oops, I was reading the... Thanks, Vader. Oh, he's breathing on us. Dude, wear a mask? I guess he is wearing a mask. All right, let's try it again. All right, what's she saying? Save me, Luke. Sakamaga. Mikamaga? Mecha who? Mecha Heiny Ho? Couldn't read that fast enough. I guess I could have paused it or something. Or applied an English patch. I don't friggin' know. Oh god! Why can't I get past that friggin' bird? There we go. Eat it. Tusken Raiders. So after watching the Book of Boba Fett, I don't feel so good about killing these guys. Who watched that, by the way? I was thinking for a while, too, that, like, with that, there's no reason to get Mandalorian Season 3, but boy, was I wrong. So I won't say much more than that for those who haven't watched it, but there is definitely plenty to talk about! So the Jawas stole R2, who they just sold to Luke. You know what? That's fine. This is like inspired by. There are stormtroopers inside the Jawas. Sand rover. What do you call this thing? Sand crawler? I don't know. Excuse me. Okay. Ooh, extra life, I hope? Did I run out of power? What's going on here? There we go. Okay. I don't remember anything about this game. Maybe I haven't even played it before. So I forgot to mention. Ooh, hello. Are these force? So I have force points, and then these are different powers I could use. Oh my goodness. I don't know what Nakama is. And then level 1. Force lightning? There's the lightsaber. I don't know what some of this stuff is. Fascinating. Ah, what did I do? Oh! I can shoot lasers! What is some? Ugh! Is this like mecha? Ah! Why is Vader? All right, so I guess no surprises here. Let's do this power. Oh, that was dumb. Let's do grease lightning. Oh, is that all it took? So I'm guessing that that's recharging my force powers here. Oh my god, it killed me. All right. Okay, got 61 now. All right, so how do I get them out? Did they trap the Jawas too? All right. Beep, 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 beep. Ah! Oh my gosh, I'm in a friggin', oh, okay. This feels like, oh. Ah! That was some, oh, there's Obi-Wan. Luke. Can't read fast enough. That reminded me a lot of Adventure Island. That's what I was trying to say. Oh god, am I shooting? Oh, okay. All right. And we're dead. Cool. Well. Yeah. Boy. All right, let's start over. Glad I'm playing the novice mission because I don't think I'd be able to do pro. Hold on, I'm going to let everyone on Twitter know that we're live right meow. Hold on. This is a really impressive movie tie-in, like seriously. I mean, granted, it came out, you know, over a decade after the movie did, but you know, Star Wars, man, it's Star Wars. Anyway, when did episode 4? This was only a few years, because the remakes came out in I'm gonna reset that. The remakes came out in 97, like the special editions, 97, 98, 99. Is that right? Because Phantom Menace was 99. I thought like one a year came out or something. I can't remember. It's been a while apparently. All right. All right. I'm still impressed with the graphics on this. It's just reminded me of just how not good graphically the Ghostbusters NES game was. You know, I forgot to mention too at the top of the show, like these colorful cartridges, like the Famicom. God, I suck at this so much, and I keep meaning to save right there too. Have a save state. I like how they're both blonde, but again, it's probably the color palette thing. It is fun. All right. Let's save it here. I don't have any force powers right now, which is to be expected. All right. I saved it, right? I'm gonna do it again, just to be safe. It's not. I don't have any force powers still. This reminds me of Mario so much. Like right there, that whole like imagine that those. God, why do I suck at this so much? imagine that these rock formations are the pipes. Like, that feels very deliberate. And exploit, when are you gonna get together and stop crashing on me, bro? Anyway, like I was trying to say, it looks like now that I have enough points, I can do certain powers. So I probably always have them available to me. It's just the amount of energy I need to collect in order to activate them, more or less, which is pretty nice compared to like having to collect them or something like Mega Man or whatever. Which, come to think of it, that could be pretty cool too. But then it's more of a Capcom thing, right? Not so much Namco. Alright, I'm going to save here. Just to be safe. Yeah, oh yeah, look at that. Look at that stuff. Ah, you stink. Alright. Stormtroopers inside. Sandcrawler? Sure, why not? Extra life. Grab that. Gonna need it. Alright, I am whatever. Alright, not really. Vader, ow! This kept coming at me. Ugh, sand crab battle. Sasori. Alright. Oh, really? Dang it. Hey Rachel, how's it going? Amino, you're something. Oh, how did he even touch me? Boo! Boo this man! This mecha man. Like, isn't Vader already more machine than man? I mean, walked right into his lightsaber. Did you ever see? I mean, there are those bad lip sync videos and stuff, right? Like the music one, like the Pushes of Love. That's good stuff. But there's also like some more serious things where they intercut stuff from the prequels with Obi-Wan remembering Anakin, you know, and then sort of interspersing what he's saying with actual moments from the prequels, and then, you know, sort of putting the lie to, like, you know, Vader killed your father kind of thing. And there's just some good acting by Sir Alec Guinness with his reactions to, like, going into his own memories and stuff. So, you know, who knows what he was told or what he was thinking at the time, but he's an actor, right? So, I suck at this. So like, they were able to splice in these really good reaction moments from like a really, you know, there's like the happy memories he's talking about, but then like the bad ones start coming in as he's talking about it. And then, you know, by the end, it's like he remembers how he left things with Anakin, and he, you know, he kind of just shakes out of it, like, you know, like, anyway, you know, it's so well done. I'm gonna put those links in the show notes if you haven't watched either of those videos, because first of all, those music videos are great. Bushes of Love is pretty good, but the Yoda one about seagulls is just it's amazing. So anyway, I like how they translated oh, I have R2 now? Cool. I like how they translated R2 for you. ... Alright. Don't need you, apparently. Let's get that land speeder. It doesn't shoot, but it can go as fast. Oh my god. Apparently it's impervious to right in. Apparently it's impervious to blaster fire. All right, we'll try this again. So we're piloting. All right. Obi-Wan. My name is Obi-Wan. I got farther this time. God, this reminds me of Okay. So what are the mechanics to shooting? Oh, there we go. Oh god, one hit kills. All right. So the A button isn't what I wanted there. Try this again. God, so much power. Slow down. Poke your eye out, kid. So yeah, now we're in oh, I'm gonna try and read this again. Tasserini. God. So now we're in Destination Earth Star mode. or if you please, like Star Fox. So there. Now that I know what I'm doing, I can shoot these guys just fine. There. Easy. I don't know why I couldn't do it the first 10 times. All right. Yeah. I don't know what that friggin' see in the corner there. I'm gonna point to the camera and see if I. So imagine I'm pointing on the screen. You see that hieroglyphic looking thing? I don't know what the deal with that is. No clue. Guess we're gonna find out. Oh, can you jump on them, or are they? Okay. What the heck? Oh no. Oh, I can climb this. Great. Oh! I gotta say, all right. I gotta say, the play control on this is pretty good. Like, I'm not sliding around crazily. Like, there's not like a lot of intentional, obnoxious difficulty just maneuvering around the world. The air control is good. The fact that I didn't hit my head on the underside of these things it's good. There's a lot of good game design, especially compared to the games of its time that went into this. Ooh. Did I get a blaster? I did get a blaster. All right. I'm not complaining. Oh, and I died. I died, though. I don't know if I like that death. We're gonna keep going. Try that again. Is there something up here? Oh, well, if there is, I can't get to it. Just to make the world feel more complete and make sense of why there's blocks everywhere. Alright. Got a blaster. Pew pew. I don't really need that stuff, right? I'll just keep going. Oh. Ah! Take back what I said about the sliding. But overall, the game control is still pretty good. Where are we? What planet are we on? Are we still on Tatooine? I mean, we left, so. Oh, I can duck. Yeah, this whole Egyptian thing is weird, man. It does very much feel like they had some other game that they put Star Wars on top of. But that's okay because it's not like obnoxiously bad or anything. Oh! That's a little frustrating now, I will admit. I can change out the blaster for ow! I can change out the blaster for the lightsaber at any time, I'm pretty sure, but when I did that, I got this weird power-up thing, so I don't know if that's like the beam or what, but Luke shoots! Luke scores! Apparently my battery is running low. Hold on everyone. Apparently I didn't plug in. Just a second.
Shame!
Sorry, y'all. Apparently, in my rush to get the stream set up, I forgot to grab the power cable. So let us keep going, shall we? That was nice. Oh, did I lose the blaster? Oh, interesting. Did I lose it because I died? Probably. Oh, I can go up too. Oh, there's two ways to handle that. Alright, whatever. Blaster's nice, I ain't gonna lie. Oh! I'm gonna guess that the prickly things aren't good to jump on, so I just won't be doing that. Yeah! Oh, so there is hit detection on these blocks, it's just not like immediate. That's good. So like I can see why someone might want to be like, oh, you should do that for verisimilitude or whatever, but it actually makes the game feel a little three-dimensional. So I actually appreciate that his head kind of goes through the block a little bit. Oh! Oh, I didn't save it. All right. Go through all this again, I guess. Should we go this way instead? Nah, let's just keep going. Never tell me the odds. We are live against all odds. Oh no! All right. Well, at least we're farther along this time. Let's go this way. Because we go that way and we get some force points. Oh no! Wow, that was good. That was a good save. So I was asking earlier, people were watching Star Trek Picard, which is a fun thing to bring up while I'm playing Star Wars. But I'm enjoying season 2 a lot, and although we're on episode 4 now, and like the first 3, I was like riveted by, and I was like watching the episodes over and over again, like trying to like absorb it all, because like some of the ideas and the scenery and the interactions were just so cool. Like they really got something interesting going on with Agnes Jurati this season, although, you know, ostensibly it doesn't make sense for her to be in the show anymore because you know, her presence had to do with the plot of the first season. In fact, all the characters except Picard himself, you could rightfully say, I think, it doesn't necessarily make sense for them to come back because it's just called Picard. It's not called, you know, my new adoptive family. I mean, whatever. But no, I like what they're doing. They're interesting people, and they aren't together for the reason that brought them together in the first season, but here they are anyway, and it's just so fun. Ah! Uh-oh. Okay. Oops. Ah! There's some Prince of Persia stuff right there. Oh, come on. Fine. Anyway, so episode 4 rolls around, and there's like a lot of it's like a lot of getting from point A to point B. Like, it wasn't as interesting. It didn't feel as driven. There were still good performances that I enjoyed, but it was very different, shall we say. I'm sure I'll get over it. Episode 5 will come out. Anyway, some predictions I had came true. Some things I didn't realize. They're going deep into that Trek well, guys. Like, there are some deep cuts. If you're familiar, oh, there's a ladder up here. If you're familiar with Deep Space Nine at all, there is some Deep Space Nine related stuff going on here. I won't say what if you don't know what the plot of the show is, and it might be more than just lip service. I'm hoping, but so far it's just ideas that Deep Space Nine brought about the history of the Federation and Earth and whatnot. And then they are apparently pulling in something from the original series, which, again with this guy, Kios by the Kill Spider? Purple. Oh! Oh, way back here. All right, I gotta remember to save. Again. Good Lord. As soon as I get in that room, remind me to save, guys. Not that I'm reading the chat right now. Ooh, ducked. Good job. What is down these stairs? I gotta know. Ow. I gotta know, man. Ah! So, one of the things that kind of annoyed me about the episode, actually, given like Trek history and lore and whatnot, actually is explainable given what's going on with the plot. So, thanks to Reddit for clearing that up for me, I guess. You know, it's all headcanon stuff right now anyway. Like, they haven't explicitly said some of the stuff in the show, but anyway, yeah, they're diving into something from the original series that I didn't expect, and is very interesting to me as a longtime Trek fan. So, will this show make sense to people? Who haven't seen a lot of Star Trek? That's a good question. I'm sure they'll explain it. what they're talking about, but what they're going for. But here's the basic thing that they're getting at right now, is that it was pretty well established from the original series that Earth had to go through World War III, which is funny given where we are, but it's very much a commentary on our current time. They had to go through World War III in order to become more enlightened, I guess. Get one more war out of our system before we can be good stewards of the galaxy, I guess. And if you remember Encounter at Farpoint, Q's whole like motif. That's the pilot episode of Next Generation, by the way. Q's whole motif for what he was having Picard and the crew go through was around how bad things got in the 21st century. I think it was the mid-late 21st century in those cases, but... Oh, there he is! Can I... Alright. Alright. So how do I get out of here now? Do I... No. Woo! That is some good stuff there. I'm almost offended by how, like, I can't get back to the lightsaber. Alright, R2 doesn't have much to say. I don't know what to do, guys. Do I need to, like, fly or force jump or use some other similar power to get out again? Because I sure can't. Ah! Oh, I lost it. All right, dang it. All right. Oh, come on. I'm sure this is very important what I'm doing. If I can't rescue Obi-Wan, then this whole thing is pointless, right? So they allude to it a bit in First Contact, the Next Generation film, the one that everyone likes, which annoys me actually because there was a book by I think it was by Judith and Garfield Reeves Stevens? Boy, I can't remember. Anyway, I read a lot of Trek novels in the 90s, and there's one called Federation, which dealt with some of the same things about Zefram Cochrane, who they meet in the original series, by the way. He was supposed to make it to Alpha Centauri. He never got there. And instead, they find him on an alien planet being rejuvenated by this mist or whatever. Because he's the creator of warp drive for humans. Jeez, is this working? Like, did I free him or not? Is there something I'm supposed to be doing? I'm on level 3. Man, I don't know. What did that power-up just do? I should just go through all these power-ups, huh? Ah! What did this do? Was that like What? Oh yeah, I just reset it. Okay. What are my other powers? There must have been an escape. I don't know what that did. Okay, it didn't do anything. So anyway, Federation talks a lot about, you know, Zefram Cochrane, but without any or much time travel shenanigans. It was a little bit, but not too much, not overly much. And he had an assistant, so I was pretty happy actually with how they presented Lily, played by. Oh no, I forgot her name. Whoa! I just blanked. It's like I got her name, and then like when I went to go see it, nothing came out of my face. Ah, I did it again! Ah! Good Lord. I'm not gonna look up her name. I'm just gonna have to remember it. Anyway, oh, it almost came to me. Getting old sucks, guys. Anyway, and her portrayal of Zephyr Cochrane's very competent assistant made me very happy as a fan of the Federation novel. Although I can't remember much about it anymore. I still have it, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I almost got her name. There's an A in it. Starts with an A. Alfre Woodard. There we go. I knew I'd figure it out. Thanks, guys, for putting up with my Swiss cheese brain. Oh, do I have to like jump on top of the ladder to go down? Yikes! Oh no! I gotta remember to save. So she was incredible. She really helped carry and drive that movie. And now I'm back to talking about First Contact again. Why am I talking about so much Star Trek when we're playing a Star Wars game? Anyway, so, oh God, let's do that. I'm trying to gather my thoughts as I play this game. It's not going well. Okay, so I'm not doing a good job saving him so far. Okay, good to know. But that movie also dealt with, because it was post World War III in the late 21st century, according to Trek's timeline, and that is how spaceflight in the history of Trek manifested itself. We're just going to save it here. Gausabeta? I don't get it. Oh, Lord. What's his name? Oh. Not. Oh. Let him swing, then go in, and then I swing, and then back up, and whatever. Nakamai. Okay. All right. What's going on here? Ah! He charged me. You all saw that, right? Self-defense. What is happening here? Ah! What am I supposed to do? So I'm guessing that even though I had the blaster, now I've lost it because I have to do a lightsaber duel with Mecha Darth Vader, whatever this one's name is. Oh God! Sean got a haircut, yes. I'll resume my Star Trek thoughts momentarily. Oh Lord. As I try and fight through this. Something Vader, but I'm not sure at all. Oh, I got him! Did you see that? Did it count? Oh. What the heck? Whatever that power is, I hate it. Yes, Toshi, mask mandates are being lifted here too, and it's like there are some places that still had them, and like I'm like earlier in the week or last week, and like I'm walking into them a week later, like I went to the optometrist and they still required everyone to wear masks. And then like I went to get my contacts, and it was optional. Like that's what's happening now. So I don't know. All I know is all my kids are shot up. My wife is. I got my booster. Still no idea if the CDC will recommend a fourth booster. Feels like that's where we're at though, you know, like we're gonna have to keep boosting and boosting. But there's no money for it to be free anymore unless Congress appropriates it. So what will this stuff cost if we have to pay for it through insurance? Also, will there be enough supply? Because these companies aren't just going to make it for free, right? And like in some respect, they've had as much production as they've had because of the guarantee that it would be bought. So they've sort of avoided having to make the prices high. Ow. To make up for all the, because the stuff spoils, right? They can only store it for so long if you never use it, and it goes bad essentially. And then once you, of course, send it somewhere, there's only so long that it can stay cold there too. So there's certainly alternative, more commonplace, not the mRNA version, which requires the deep freeze and whatnot, that will be more cost-effective going forward. And that's kind of the thing you want to see, right? Like this whole thing was emergency measures for the most part, and we need to make it more reliable and cheaper and everything. But in the meantime, people still need to have the shots. If you know the environment that we're in, where mask mandates can be lifted, still exists because people's immunity can stay good. Otherwise, we have to go back to it, right? And nobody wants that. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in the US regarding that. I say interesting, but I'm a little not happy about it. So in the meantime, if the CDC does recommend a fourth dose to people beyond like immunocompromised and the elderly, if there'll be enough for people who want it, and how much it'll cost is kind of up in the air still. So I don't know if we need the government necessarily to pay for it at this point, right? Like maybe it does need to go to private insurance in as much as that makes sense in the system that we have, right? Like I don't know how it is in Canada or other places that have, you know, like reasonable healthcare. But here, there's probably going to, government funding is eventually going to dry up. It's just inevitable, I think. Despite that, you know, the health and safety of the populace is literally one of the federal government's like jobs. Just putting that out there. Boy, how do I do this? Do I need to use this? Oh boy. Unfortunately, I don't think that there are going to be any changes to the healthcare system anytime soon before we need a 4th dose of COVID vaccine. So, just putting that out there that maybe something else is going to have to happen first. Oh, God. Is there some other way to, like, not die? I'm really stuck here, you guys. So, I guess quasi spoiler territory for Picard season 2 then is that there's a lot of commentary on the wealth gap as it currently exists. So that's being kind of tied into the narrative here, and it ties in very well, unfortunately, with Deep Space Nine's storyline about the sanctuary districts and something called the Bell Riots, where, as it turns out, Sisko had to stand in for a Gabriel Bell who was inadvertently killed due to some time travel shenanigans. But the riots brought attention to the wealth disparities and how people treat on a homeless population, and like people commenting on Reddit, especially like the way that they're treating the sanctuary districts instead of being like walled off cities necessarily, or at least not in every case. How like the safe havens that they're building for the homeless in like LA are very representative of how things are actually happening in LA right now, and it's freaking people out. Oh boy. Hello, Compital. Hey, Jody. I'm trying to get good. I'm talking too much. All right. Yeah, vaccines are free. Must be nice. I know that they're trying to work some stuff through Congress right now to make insulin more affordable. But there's also some push to let Medicare negotiate drug prices, which is just for the elderly in this country. But that's something that has been resisted for many years. So, you know, we have a lot of piecemeal solutions, but nothing that's going to change how we apply healthcare in this country anytime soon. Unfortunately, despite what's happened the last 2 years, you'd think there'd be more appetite for it. What do I know? I just live here. Oh, farts. So yeah, that kind of wealth disparity, like rather than deal with homelessness and be like, we have enough to like allow people to live with dignity and whatnot. There are enough resources for all. The way that we handle money and power is not equitable. And they're like not pulling any punches. They're not even like disguising it much in metaphor. They're just coming right out and saying it, basically. Like, you know, the politics of this show are being very much stated out loud in a way that will probably upset people, but that's always been what like Roddenberry has been about since the original show in the 60s. And like, this is none of what they're saying is new in the almost 60-year history of the franchise. So it's just like, yep, it feels like this applies today more than ever, and we should talk about it. So the other thing that I won't mention, because it was a surprise to me and hope it's a surprise to you, is the other original series idea that they've worked into the plot for season 2 here, which I'm very interested to see how it works out, because I did not see it coming. Oh, yes! Finally! Okay, so do I have to defeat this guy first in order to save Obi-Wan? Is that the deal? Okay, jump. Oh, I get my blaster back? Sweet. Sweet as. Okay, so I need to be down there. It's all coming together, guys. Ooh. Oh, okay. I got it. Hold on. Gotta go this way. So, apart from the overall plot line, I am loving what they're doing with the characters. Rafi and 7 of 9 are in top friggin' form, you guys. Yeah, it's just good stuff, and I'm so happy about it. Like I mentioned, Agnes is great, and then like, I don't know, a lot of the most interesting plot stuff to me is happening with Rios, and I'm really enjoying that too. Although I was hoping, and maybe this will turn around a bit in later episodes, but I was really hoping that his situation would be more central to what's going on with everything. Aww. Kata's can't words apparently. There's Obi-Wan and there's like another speeder. Heck yeah! Don't know why it's here, but here we go. Oh no, it blew up, you guys. Try again. And before I lose sight of it, like, you know, the stuff with Picard himself is pretty good too. But, you know, Patrick Stewart's like 80 years old, so he's not doing a lot of action stuff himself. Like even in the first episode of the show, like in the first season, the very first episode, like he's like, he can't run upstairs, you know, like they make a big deal out of it. So his stuff is a lot less action driven. You're not going to see him probably shooting a machine gun like he did in first contact. But uh-oh, is he gonna shoot me? Oh my gosh, yikes, yikes, yikes. But there are basically like 3 things that they've distilled Picard down to, even ever since the first Next Generation movie in Generations, that Picard is the last Picard because he never wants to start a family, and this season they're kind of getting into his childhood and kind of why that might be, which I don't know how much I need to see that, but you know, it's a show called Picard, so I better delve into his state of mind and unanswered questions and stuff. So I'm super angry, and it happened almost 30 years ago. So in case you don't know, they killed off Picard's brother and nephew that were introduced back in TNG, like way back in Generations, like as, I don't know, plot motivation. I'm not really clear on why they did it. It felt very frustrating and heavy-handed. This is something to do for character motivation. So I don't know. Anyway, so there's that. So that's one thing. The other thing is like the Borg, like the fact that he had been a Borg at one point, featured very heavily into the first season, and now the second season, and that was of course the Borg were time travel-y and just, you know, all around annoying, and ow! And First Contact. that set up a lot of things, including some stuff that happened in Star Trek Enterprise, but also introduced the concept of the Borg Queen, which I don't know how I feel about it, but they're taking that idea into interesting places too, I think, and they touch upon that in the first season too. So that's why you have 7 of 9 there, because she's like the other famous ex-Borg, but you know, she spent a lifetime as one, as opposed to Picard, who was just a few weeks, maybe, I don't know, but like very high stakes stuff for him. So that's the second thing. The third thing is Data, of course, and they've more or less wrapped that up from the first season. That was the plot, the whole android synthetic life thing. Big deal. Oh man, I suck at this. Time is it? But I'm sure it'll come up again, because Brent Spiner is in this season, spoilers. Although in what capacity they haven't completely said yet, but if you watch the first episode of the season, there was a statue of a guy named Adam Soong, and you can hear Brent Spiner's voice very clearly. So that will come into play if you saw like the previews and stuff too. But you know, Data and the Borg intersected in a way that, like, you know, the Borg Queen wanted Data because he was an artificial life form, but trying to give him organic stuff, make him more human like he always wanted. So that very interesting intersection there. But they're taking that into interesting places too, sans Data. I mentioned Girardi earlier, and that's going to be real interesting. But also, what else is Data good and known for? I had a thought that connected all these points together. So Data connects to the Borg, connects to the time travel, connects to the whole last Picard thing, progeny and whatnot, because Data always wanted a daughter, right? And then that's kind of where the first season of this show comes in, and etc. Oh God, I suck at this. How are you supposed to do this if you actually goof in the actual game and have to like use your lives and stuff? Like what are my options here? So can't remember. Oh yeah, but then Borg and Q are also intertwined, because Q is the reason that we got introduced to the Borg in the first place in the second season of Next Generation, well before we met them in full force. And it was an episode that I didn't see a lot of the second season when it first aired when I was a kid, because we didn't actually get it in our market. So what my uncle would do, who was also a Star Trek fan, was he would send my father and I tapes, and we watched the first season that way. But I didn't see a lot of the second season, mostly because I don't think my dad liked it very much. So I would watch it later, but like third season Trek is where the Next Generation really gets good anyway. And that is where the first major cliffhanger comes in. The cutest thing, all the Borg stuff that we're like constantly rehashing with Picard's life now. And given that it's Q, and he's involved in the season if you didn't know already, the whole introductory Borg episode was about how humans aren't ready for what's really out there. I mean, that's just Q's whole thing in general. It's like, humans aren't really ready for what's out here. You can't treat this normal. You aren't as evolved as you think you are. You have no business being out here. You're too primitive. You're too, self-interested. You can't see the forest for the trees. Like, it's going to be a bad time, and we can't have you out here being as dangerous as you are. More or less. There seem to be personal stakes for Q in this show that they haven't revealed yet, but we'll find out what those are eventually. Okay, I'm gonna oh, Lord. But it's all like thematically appropriate, if that makes sense. like given that this is what Picard's like identity and ethos has been distilled down to, it makes sense to me. So yeah, man, I'm very excited for where all this is going because it's also tying into, you know, like the foundations of Trek itself. Not to mention, given the time travel plot, they're paying a lot of indirect and very direct homage to A Voyage Home, which is the fourth original series Trek movie. For those who don't know. Oh, C-3PO. Luke-sama. C-3PO this. Oh, he's very polite. Master Luke is what that means, more or less. Oh, sorry, I was reading Satoshi's comments about the second season of Trek during the 88 writers' strike. That's part of the problem. Second season Trek actually had some improvements over the first season, but there were some really low lows. I like Pulaski though. I mean, I know the humans are supposed to be enlightened and everything, but having like a space racist kind of helped things. She did not like Data at all, but that was also a good way, because you got to kind of tease out these things, right? Like, she wasn't completely unreasonable, you would think, or she was very brusque, right? But she wasn't supposed to be totally unlikable. People didn't like her anyway, and so she was gone after that one season. But, you know, such characters are important to push against certain ideas. And I think Measure of a Man was a second season episode, which was foundational for the first season of Star Trek Picard, because the scientist, whose name escapes me right now, dang it. Had a lot to do with the plot of that season, so. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just die? I guess I'll die. Lord. What does the A button supposed to do here? Because I don't actually know. I don't know what that thing is doing. Am I just supposed to shoot at things? Anyway, so there's a lot going on for like long time. Okay, sorry, I didn't realize I lost you there. I was too lost in my own thoughts and trying to focus on this. I actually got past this bit, but we'll do it again just for you guys. Come on, get him, get him, get him, get him! No! Man. I can't let them get off one shot, but I can't focus on them well enough, and they're kind of like running around randomly, so yeah, when they go in different directions, what am I supposed to do? Just get hit? Hopefully have a life I can use to... Okay, so... Alright, I lost 2 lives, we'll just have to go with that. Okay, Mizuno wa wata. Anyway, Mizuno water? Isn't it just water? Anyway, So before this crash, I noticed that there were two things that were very similar. First of all, it seems like Luke's wearing a breathing device, similar to what you might see in Phantom Menace, but this came out years before Phantom Menace did, so it's probably just a coincidence. But then we go over here, and there's this underwater thingamajig. This is ridiculous, like a freaking lightsaber. But this is reminding me very much of Naboo. It feels like it all must be a coincidence. It's gotta be, because this was well before episode 1, unless they like got some notes from George Lucas or something. But anyway, so this is hard to Flappy Bird my way through because I can't. Luke's trying to float upward naturally, so I just gotta like let it kind of go. Well, I'm getting it now, so he'll go up eventually if I go forward long enough. Okay, so I made it through that time. Seems like the first time, but I failed many times before I realized that the stream had crashed, so apologies, everyone. I feel like I need to go through it this way, right? Like if I go through the top part. Ooh, yeah. Yep, let's do the dangerous route instead. Ow! Oh, come on. All right. I'm gonna get through there, and then I'm going to not die. Good plan, Sean. Glad you got it together, man. Just follow this Flappy Bird through it. Just Flappy, like reverse Flappy Bird. Just do it. Just do it. There we go. Just gotta manage your buoyancy. Luke wants to float up, so you just work against it little by little instead of all at once. Trying to steer at the same time. Not gonna happen. A little too much. I don't know why this is harder. Are they closer together, maybe? I don't know. Too fast. So I could go over. I'm saying I can't. There. I like them apples. That squid, apparently. Ooh. Not sure what this is, but I think I like it. Extra life. Okay, I'm getting close to the end, guys. I'm gonna have to be done here in like a minute. I'm not gonna be able to make it to the end of this level, I don't think. Ooh. All right, this is my last go at it. So if whenever I die, that's gonna have to be it for tonight. Sorry about that. But time limits are time limits, and there it is. Okay. Whoop. Sorry. So that's it. Thank you all for joining. Sorry about the crashes. It never fails that like there's an update. So I wonder if like the fact that it's getting notifications of an update is one of the reasons why it's failing. I didn't fully realize that I have a very Padawan type thing going on here. Although I think that's the side of the head. Whatever. It works. That's how I feel right now. Anyway, I'm certainly not too old. I'm certainly too old to begin the training, but anyway, yeah, good times. Thanks for joining us. This is possible because of all your great support, and that's why we asked you guys to decide what you actually wanted to watch. And I have needed an excuse to play the Star Wars game after only playing the first level that I clearly don't remember, but I'm very impressed by graphically and all the different other ways. And thanks for listening to my rambling thoughts about Star Trek Picard and Star Trek in general. I should also say that I really enjoyed Discovery lately, or at least aspects of it. There was this first contact story in there that I felt was very well done. The rest of it, but the first contact story was very, very good. I'm sure I'll be talking about those things on Two Boobs Watch the Tube. Speaking of which, we will be at No Brand Con in about a month, 3 weeks now. The April 24th, 6 p.m. Central Daylight Time. We'll be streaming live on this channel. If you can go to No Rank Con, great. If not, please go to that to the stream, and then we'll have a Two Boobs Watch the Tube one on 8 o'clock Central Time that night. So please watch that as well. But I just want to thank again all of the Patreon supporters. You're all awesome. You know who you are, but in case you guys don't know who they are, I'm going to tell you who some of them are anyway. Our top donors, our Dojo disciples, are Andrew Greeley, Bryce Volrath, Chris Berkman, Colin Swinburne, Danny Hathcock, Earl Grey III, James L, Lino Bluin, Maro the M-Hat Hero for as long as his credit card is attached to us, and I remember to refund him, which I didn't do this month, so I'm going to mention him. But you don't have to be a top donor to be important and supportive. Everyone got the same amount of votes through Patreon or our other means. So even if you can give as little as $1, it's better than advertising. We don't get any ads on the streaming channel at all. So, and we felt comfortable doing that because of your support. And you can see all the cool things that we're going to be doing this year and stuff. So thanks for joining us this week. And I guess until next time, the dojo is going to remember to make a 2022 ends tag. You'll see what I mean in a second. All right. And next week we'll play Mario Sunshine. So be ready.
Famicom Dojo.